to Sean Hannity Show. There are many of the Clinton accusers. They've been out there for years. And then, of course, I had time with them, and they will be on Hannity tonight. Juanita Broderick, Kathleen Willey, Paula Jones, and Kathy Shelton, who was raped when she was 12, and the rapist was defended by Hillary Clinton. And she was on this radio program earlier this week. And I know the media now. Let me just give you a headline for tonight. I asked these women, as now the New York Times and the rest of the media complex, which we now have learned through WikiLeaks, is owned and is an extension of the Clinton campaign. I asked them, were you ever contacted by any of the mainstream media to tell your story this year? No. All these other women that are just coming out 26 days before the election, they're everywhere. And by the way, none of the allegations are as severe as what you will hear tonight. Joining us now, Colonel Buzz Patterson, author of Dereliction of Duty, eyewitness account of how Bill Clinton compromised America's national security. Gary Byrne, decorated White House Secret Service veteran who witnessed obscenity-filled rages, violent behavior in the Clinton White House. Hero crisis of character, a White House Secret Service officer discloses his firsthand experience with Hillary, Bill, and how they operate. And thank you both for being with us. Gary, you were outside the Oval Office door for 8 years. Do you remember Kathleen Willey coming in by any chance?
No, I do not, Sean. It's one of the. I do remember seeing her, but I don't remember the day that her incident happened. And it does kind of haunt me, Sean, because when I heard the story, everything she described to me was true to life. Everything she described in the hallway, outside the study. I mean, that was my post. I knew it like the back of my hand, and it all rings true. And I feel like crap that I couldn't have been there. I mean, I don't know what I could have done, but if she'd possibly come out and said what had happened, you know, maybe we could have done something to help her. But who knows? But it does bother me greatly.
Well, you know Clinton was having sexual relations with these women on a regular basis in the Oval Office, right?
Yeah, right behind the Oval Office in the study there, Sean. Yeah, we knew by then what was going on with the intern, and we suspected, well, we knew, what was going on with some of the other women too.
And you could name women that would go to see him on a regular basis for this reason.
Yeah, I discussed 3 particular women in my testimony for the Ken Starr grand jury. That's exactly right.
Tell us about those.
Well, the one, of course, was Monica Lewinsky, the intern that was about 21 years old when he was about 50. And then, of course, there was...
How did you know? Let's go one at a time. How did you know with Monica that there was something going on?
Well, to be honest with you, Sean, I tried to deny it at first because I didn't want to believe it. But as time went on, it became clear. There was an incident one time when the Navy steward, and I ended up testifying to a couple different things like this, but the Navy steward came up, and he had some towels in his hand, and he was aggravated because in the towels were fluids from a man, and they were in the study. Clearly the president had just been with a woman, and the steward was tired of cleaning it up. So in an effort to try to make it go away, I took a trash bag. He threw the towels in the trash bag, and then I destroyed them. And there had been other...
Was that after a Monica Lewinsky visit or some other woman?
You know, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure at the time. I believe it was Monica Lewinsky at the time because of the way my testimony was set up. You know, if I remember correctly, that's what they were talking about. So, and there was another time when there was somebody in there and there was lipstick on tissues, and then of course there was the incident with Eleanor Mondale over in the mansion one Christmas. So.
And that's where actually they saw the two of them on a table together making out, right?
They were standing in front of a table. Yeah, I was walking back from the east side of the White House to the west side. I'm sure Colonel Patterson remembers the ground floor there, and the post right outside the map room. And I stopped to talk to the agent, the officer there, and Stewart walks up with a clean shirt for the president. As he walks into the map room, the steward is looking at us, talking to us. He opens up the door, and we're looking into the map room, and there's Bill Clinton standing with Eleanor Mondale toe-to-toe, making out like high school seniors. And the steward saw a look on our face, and he turned around and looked into the room and saw what we saw. He quickly closed the door and ran down the hallway. And, I looked at the 2 guys I was talking to and said, welcome to the White House, Merry Christmas. And just another day. So.
Unbelievable. Colonel Buzz Patterson, Lieutenant Colonel, tell us what you saw and what you understood.